Stop right there.
Because what I'm about to tell you is something most men over 40 will never hear, and it's quietly costing them everything. A lot of people believe younger women are naturally drawn to older men, and honestly, in many situations, that belief holds up. Experience, emotional stability, maturity, a life that's actually been built, not just talked about. These things give older men a genuine, real advantage that most younger guys simply haven't had enough time to develop yet. But here's where it all falls apart. Most older men have no idea how to actually use that advantage. I've watched men in their 40s, 50s, and beyond repeat the exact same patterns with younger women over and over again, like they're stuck in a loop they can't see. And every single time they don't just lose the attraction, they lose the respect. And once respect is gone, it doesn't matter how much experience you have or how stable your life is, you don't even get the chance to show her who you really are. That's the tragedy here, because everything they need is already in their hands. They're just using it the wrong way. The good news? You don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to pretend to be younger, wealthier, or cooler than you are. You just need to stop making these 7 mistakes. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Putting her on a pedestal. Picture this. You meet a younger woman, attractive, confident, maybe a little intimidating. And the moment you feel that pull, something shifts inside you. Your mind starts running. Don't mess this up. She's probably out of your league. And so instead of showing up as yourself, you start overcompensating. You become too polite, too agreeable. You filter every single word before it leaves your mouth. You laugh a little too quickly at things that aren't that funny. The entire conversation becomes safe, soft, and painfully boring. Here's the reality most men refuse to accept. Women are not attracted to men who worship them. They're attracted to men who stand on equal ground with them. The moment you place her above you, you're not being respectful, you're signaling insecurity. And insecurity is one of the fastest ways to kill attraction dead. The fix is simpler than you think. Stop treating her like a prize you need to win. Talk to her the same natural way you'd talk to anyone, without tying your self-worth to whether she approves. The moment you genuinely see her as just another human being, imperfect, normal, real, the pedestal disappears. And what fills that space is confidence. You're not there to impress her. You're there to find out if the two of you actually connect. It goes both ways. Once you truly understand that, your power comes back immediately. Mistake number 2. Reacting poorly to the age question. So how old are you? For most older men, that one simple question does something strange. The body stiffens. The voice shifts. The easy confidence they had just 30 seconds ago suddenly drains out of them. And the woman sitting across from them notices all of it even if she doesn't say a word. When you act uncomfortable about your age, you send one very clear signal, that it's something worth being insecure about. And if you treat your age like a problem, she will too. Without question, here's the truth. Your age isn't the issue. Your attitude toward it is the entire issue. Own it, say it calmly. Say it the same way you'd say your name without a trace of hesitation. If humor fits naturally into who you are, use it. But never apologize for your age. Never over-explain it. Never let your body language betray that it makes you uncomfortable. Confidence is what makes age attractive. Hesitation is what turns it into a liability. Mistake number 3. Leading with money. A lot of older men assume their biggest advantage is financial success. So they talk about their business early. They mention the income. They casually drop the car, the property, the lifestyle. Some even spend money visibly and deliberately, hoping it does the heavy lifting for them. But here's what that actually creates. Not attraction, a transaction. The moment money becomes your opening move, you stop being a person and start being a provider. And that pulls in exactly the wrong kind of attention, people drawn to what you have, not who you are. Let your success reveal itself the way it naturally should over time. Through conversation, through the life you clearly live. Lead with your personality, your presence, your values. Money should add depth to your identity. It should never be the thing standing in for it. Mistake number 4, acting like a mentor. This one is subtle, and it's the one most men fall into without ever realizing it's happening. They share life wisdom. They give advice. They guide, teach, explain. They position themselves as the experienced older man with insight to offer. And all of that while keeping their romantic interest completely hidden under the surface, waiting for the right moment to show it. The problem? The moment you lock yourself into the role of teacher, you kill the spark. Chemistry doesn't grow in a classroom, and when you finally try to shift the energy towards something more personal, it feels forced, awkward, like a plot twist that doesn't fit the story. Set the tone early. Be playful. Use light teasing. Let flirtation breathe naturally into the conversation. Yes, your experience matters, but attraction needs energy and contrast, not a lecture. Mistake number 5. Trying too hard to look young. This one shows up in different ways. Forced slang that sounds painfully unnatural coming out of your mouth. Trendy outfits that fight your personality instead of fitting it. Behaviors borrowed from a version of yourself that no longer exists. And none of it works, ever. Because trying to look younger sends one message louder than anything else. That you're not comfortable with who you actually are right now. And that is insecurity, plain, visible, and impossible to hide. Real confidence comes from owning where you are in life, not fighting it. Dress well, but dress like yourself. Stay in shape. Speak naturally. Take care of yourself. Your life experience is one of your greatest strengths. Stop trying to bury it underneath a costume. Mistake number 6. Over-talking about your achievements. A lot of older men turn conversations into a personal highlight reel. The career milestones. The past victories. The credentials. The story of how they built what they built. And while none of that is bad on its own, leading with it is a quiet form of insecurity dressed up as confidence. Attraction isn't built through a list of accomplishments. It's built through connection, through genuine presence, through the feeling that the other person is actually listening to you, not performing for you. Let your achievements surface naturally if they need to. Don't force them into the conversation. Focus on her. Be fully present. Actually listen, not while mentally preparing your next impressive story, but while genuinely absorbing what she's saying. A truly confident man doesn't constantly prove his worth. He communicates it through his energy alone. Mistake number 7. Ignoring your physical presence. Experience is powerful, but it doesn't live in a vacuum. How you present yourself to the world still matters a lot. You don't need to look young. That's not the goal, and chasing it looks desperate. But you do need to look put together, clean grooming, clothes that actually fit your body, basic consistent fitness. These things communicate discipline, self-respect, and intentionality, and people feel all three the moment they're around you before you've said a single word. When you take care of yourself, it shows. When you don't, that shows too. At the root of every single one of these mistakes is the same core issue: not fully owning who you are. Younger women are not searching for perfection. They're drawn to confidence, to authenticity, to a man who is genuinely grounded in himself, not performing, not apologizing, not proving, just present and completely at ease with where he stands. So stop shrinking. Stop trying to justify your value. Start owning it completely and without apology. Because when you finally do, it doesn't just change your results with women. It changes your entire life. See you in the next one.